What's going on, guys? It's me, Shugishu. We are back with another Zenless Zone Zero video, and as you can see, we are here back with the agent stories because that's pretty much all we can do at the moment besides the side commissions. But for you guys, I at least want to get the agent stories out there for you to see, because the side commissions is just side commissions. They're not necessarily, you know what I'm trying to say. But in today's video, we will be doing Grace's agent story, and before we jump into it, I do have a little explaining to do, because as you can see here, we'll just jump into it right now. You are currently progressing through the agent story, the Iron. Which one would you like to continue? Oh, I'm just gonna say no for now. As you can see, we have started it, but the reason why we are here right now is because my mic wasn't getting picked up, my mic that I'm speaking into. But I'm assuming the audio of the game was picked up. So I'm just here just basically to redo my intro to, let you guys know what's up and keep you up to date. So at least the whatever beginning dialogue and then the first cutscene and end dialogue was there, should still be there, just without me reading over the spoken lines, or rather unvoiced lines. But the cutscene should still be there. I just wanted to let you guys know that happened, just to keep y'all up to date. So with that being said, I'll let that play off right now, and then I'll see you guys right after.
Hey, it's been quite a while. Last time we met was when you helped us with our runaway heavy machinery, right?
Great to see you again, Grace.
How have you been these days? Isn't it tough working all those commissions?
You have to take good care of yourself. No overtime, you hear me? Thanks, Grace. You too.
Oh, actually, every time I see you, I find it incredibly soothing. This might seem a bit out of the blue, but can I please have a hug?
Maybe just a little one.
Sorry, I can't help it.
You can open your eyes, Belle. Grace is hugging Eos.
Oh, this round little body, these dangly ears. Its hardware's been modified, right? It's mechanical inside, but so soft and fluffy at the same time. It's a crime to be so cute. I love it so much!
So she was talking to Eos the whole time. No wonder she asked us to bring it. Still the same, always preferring machines to people.
Huh? Oh, the other proxy is here too. Hello there.
Hi, Grace. No offense. Here's a tissue. We'd rather keep Eos's head saliva-free.
Let's talk about the details first. You'll get to pet it some more later.
Sorry about that. I let my work habits take over. As for the commission... Hey! Don't you run away, little one! Happiness is always fleeting. Forget it. Let's get back to the commission then. So that time we dealt with the runaway machinery I mentioned a bit ago, thanks to Phaethon, Belobog eliminated the potential threat to the project. My sweet our president also got to let go of some emotional baggage. So it was a really positive outcome overall. But if we instead turn our gaze to the company's balance sheet, we've actually suffered heavy losses.
I see. Although Bell managed to get all 3 machines back, that monster showed up out of nowhere and absorbed them all.
Yup. We, ended up losing the 3 machines originally allocated to the project. And despite unexpectedly retrieving the prototype, we haven't been able to put it to practical use yet. So, to make up for the loss of those children, Belobog Industries has agreed to cooperate with the industry leader 3 Gates Corp on a small project. We'll provide some technical documents in exchange for some of their heavy machinery assets. And for this commission, we'll also need your support in awakening the prototype's logic core, which contains the data we want to exchange.
What about that call just now?
That's someone from 3 Gates saying that another company's also looking to partner up with them. They'll probably end up using the one offering higher technological value. It's no big deal. Anyway, the ins and outs of this commission are all there. We'll go along with your preferred style of cooperation. We're counting on you, Phaethon.
You say that with a straight face, but you're already reaching out to pet Eos.
Alright guys, so past me should have past future me past future me should have explained the situation about about the whole mic thing that and why I had to redo the intro and all that. So long story short, my mic wasn't being recorded the whole time. That part was recorded until I reached this point, and it's a good thing I realized that, only missing the first cutscene over that happened up here in the high rack with Grace. But as I said, if I remember what I said, based off the cutscene, Grace is such a mom character, especially towards her machines, but even towards, as I said, for Kaleda before I realized that my mic wasn't a recording. But even though she calls her big sis, as in Kaleda calling Grace big sis, she still acts more like a mom in my opinion. The whole sweet pea thing sounds more like something you'd call your daughter, I guess, not more of a big sis thing. So yeah. Anyways, let's get this commission out of the way for Grace. It was pretty straightforward, at least from what she said. And seeing... what is she? I just want to see her... I just want to see her skills. Matters. What is her thing? Not that. Anomaly. Are exceptional with applying debuffs. Okay, so she's just a debuffer. Oh, Anbi's a stunner, so... Anyways, we'll just go with her and Sokaku since
Time for some tail care.
I do
Touch my
remember...
tail, and now. Is it worked, Sokaku? Ready!
Should it be Sokaku then Ellen? I guess it doesn't matter.
Let's hurry! I want to be back by dinner!
I still need to work on Sokaku and get her to level 45 at least. I just got Anbi to level 45, so I need to get Sokaku to 45 now, so she can be at least in the average level of my high ones, and then I can work on Nekomata.
The prototype's logic core is old and uses a ton of energy. So, I've retrofitted this kid with an ether storage battery. I need your help gathering enough energy for it. I'll flag any energy-carrying etheric material. All good? I'm counting on you.
So I guess we just step on the yellows tiles.
Whoa! That little guy up ahead! Is that child just wandering around in the hollow?
Master, a small, obsolete transport vehicle has been discovered. The routing information in its core database will be useful in expanding possible exploration paths.
Grace effortlessly retrieves her tools from her belt and begins examining the machinery, soon locating the data storage. Just a moment, please. After some tinkering and adjustments by Grace, the transportation machine that was supposed to be scrapped is now operational once again. As Grace watches the little robot stand up and enter standby mode, a look of satisfaction lights up her face. Great, now let's get a move on.
See ya, little guy. May we meet again.
Totally repaired and so easily. Impressive.
Wow, it just rammed that ether.
Is it trying to help us?
The audios are just... Oh, I guess it just helped. Oh, it's following us from the opposite side. I can't go there? Why not? Now... Okay, I get it.
The ethereal's closing in on it. We gotta stop it.
Warning, multiple ether signals detected. Likely enemies.
Does this one move? Or what if I just swap with them? Yeah, we can just do that.
Is it just me, or is the ground moving? That's a lot of ethereals.
Be careful.
So I thought this was the yellow tiles we were supposed to get on, but it's just a counter. Oh. I'm gonna clear the ethereals first before swapping over. Easy. Oh, that's a little, way
Let's
more.
see what else I can use around here.
We'll both press the button.
Well done!
Okay, over there. Swap sides. Huh. What does this button do? Oh, it works on him. I see. Would it matter if I clear this? Oh, I won't be able to clear them, huh? That's fine. At least it doesn't seem like I can clear them. Oh, it just erased them. Never mind.
Energy storage approaching maximum. Nearly there.
We're up here. Do that. Oh. Then we'll do that. And we'll just do the same thing here. seems pretty straightforward.
Getting corruption warnings on the controller. We'd better work fast, Phaethon.
Wow, that one's powerful.
Wait, what are you doing, little guy? Oh, thank you. That's the last of the energy.
Did it just go kamikaze?
The energy collection is almost finished.
Nice. Finally, all charged up.
Warning. Abnormal ether reaction detected.
Wait! Don't run away! I knew it wasn't going to be that easy. Move to plan B.
Yeah, let me grab all this real quick though. I'm assuming plan B is hit it and feed it. Cause they gave us literally everything.
Keep the enemies at bay while I start a debug.
Okay. I shall keep them at bay. Wait. But isn't just technically Eos and Grace that's only there in the hollow right now? Or Eos? Because we're not working with anyone else, right? Because it's just about Grace. No one else was in the cutscene, if I'm not mistaken. Oh yeah, I also didn't realize that Wise was gonna be in the actual meetup with Grace. That I didn't expect as well. Because he's usually just on the phone or something.
Get hit.
Oh, we're protecting it. I thought it was corrupted.
Out of the way.
Knocks around.
Wanna help me test this? Grab a couple more.
Get him, Grace.
Be careful.
Ouch.
I'll help this time. Around and stop! The perfect fight.
Don't move. Get lost.
Get him, get him, get him. Push on.
Get back. How annoying. Get lost! How about this? Thanks for your business.
That should be it.
Be careful. New ethereals keep appearing within the detection range.
Grace, are you done troubleshooting? Emergency removal of control permissions is still in progress. Give me a bit more time.
Warning. Ether activity rapidly accelerating. Speculation. A particularly large ethereal unit, or a large group of ethereals, is approaching. Master, have a guess.
Now is not a good time to be joking, Fairy. Belle, can you convince Grace to get out of here?
Detecting permission ownership, processing the switch, disabling cloud invocation, matching admin keys. Almost there. Almost!
Grace, watch out!
Oh.
That was the sound of a heavy cannon? Who's attacking?
Warning. Unknown individuals approaching.
Is this a modded Guardian Mark II tactical mech?
Oh, wow, you can tell it's modded with just one look. Seems like you're not completely off your game, Grace Howard. The ethereals won't stay subdued for long. Let's talk outside the hollow.
Hollow evacuation successful. Are you all right?
I'm good, but what about Grace? Is she all right?
Well, despite a few hiccups, the troubleshooting is all done.
Ah, fiddling around with machines while surrounded by monsters. Good to see that your morbid determination has never changed.
Oh, right, I haven't thanked you yet. Thank you so much for reaching out to help despite all that danger.
Thanking people. Huh, that's a marked improvement.
I've seen others similar to you, but you're truly one of a kind.
Finally, a compliment from you? Better late than ever, I guess.
The more I look at you, the more beautiful your curves are, and the sheer power you contain.
Wait up. Flattery's one thing, but I think you've gone a little too far.
I think I know what's going to happen next.
This may be weird, but can I please pet you?
What the? Are you crazy? How could you ask something so rude? I mean, just a handshake would have been fine, but
I'm sorry, I just can't help it.
just hang on. Let me get mentally prepared for that.
Oh my, does this coating give additional insulation to the hull? Oh, and I bet the power supply inside is being upgraded too, right? I can hear it just humming with power, grunting. I love it!
It appears our savior is paralyzed. If I'm not mistaken, she's also shivering? Her face looks so red. Belle, should we go comfort her?
Oh, I thought you changed at least a little bit, but I was majorly wrong. You're still infatuated with machines and ignoring people around you. The frosty cold iron witch, Grace Howard.
You're this kid's mechanic? Pleased to meet you. Your child is really powerful.
Ugh, shut up! We've known each other for ages. It's just you never took me seriously because of your twisted values.
Huh? We know each other. But I can hardly remember seeing such a cool modded Guardian mech like this before. Could you help refresh my memory?
I am talking about me! Let go of my work, you mecha addict!
Don't you mean Iron Witch?
Sorry, habits of the trade. Could you please tell me your name? Oh, or tell me about this kid's corpus data.
As expected. You really don't remember me. That's fine. I'll just have to mercilessly beat you in a tech battle!
Beat me in a tech battle? Oh, you're the second technological partner Three Gates mentioned, right?
Yes! I, Betty Brenda, am your opponent! And I will beat you in this bid. It'll be a total humiliation for you and Bellabog!
You made it back safe and sound, thanks to your guidance. The kid has now calmed down. Is the mechanic okay? think she's okay. I didn't see any injuries. I'm asking if you're okay with her. Didn't she say she's your rival in the bidding process? And she seems to know you? Who knows? I can't remember much of it. Compared to her, I'm much more concerned about my kid's logic core. If the awakening in the hollow went well, I should be able to extract data from the logic core now. Let's call it a day. You can take Eos home. I'll examine the hole when I get back. I'll get in touch with you guys if I have any updates or need your help again. See you, Grace. Grace's gaze returned to the machine the moment she says goodbye. Let's see what she has to say. You've been through a lot, my darling. Let's go home. I'll give you a thorough checkup when we get home. This is not home for the machine? I guess not. I guess we'll just go back home. I guess we'll just go back home. Oh, Eo's texting us? Thanks so much for your help. Speaking of which, the mechanic who came to our aid in that crucial moment, I think her name was Betty? Do you remember her? Oh yeah, I was just digging around and saw the name Betty Brenda on the roster at Roos Institute of Technology. She's in the same year as me. Oh, that's Grace. Why does it say Eo Sim? Oh, so that's her name. Schoolmates, huh? It's normal at a school that size not to remember everyone. I found a group photo of our research team and realized she was actually my classmate. Classmates? Then you mustn't have been close. Otherwise, you remember. I looked at the research log for my grad project and found out she was actually on my research team. The same team? Then I checked the Institute's dormitory records and discovered we'd lived in the same dorm the whole time. Dang! He was that close to her. And she still... Yep. Repent. This is your fault, Grace. Putting aside the fact that you were schoolmates, you were classmates, and even dorm mates. You shouldn't forget them. Put yourself in her shoes. It's completely understandable for Betty to be upset, even angry. So you think it's my fault too? Sweet Pea said the same. It couldn't be helped. Roos Institute of Technology is the holy land of mechanical engineering with thousands of fascinating mechanical prototypes in there. I didn't even have enough time to get to know all the kids there. How could I have enough energy left over for socializing? Anyway, I'll apologize to Betty next time I see her. Sure. Talk to Wise about Grace. We were just talking about her in the chat, but I thought Grace's current obsession with machinery was extreme. Little did I know, she used to be even crazier about them. Her former classmate has turned into her rival. That's awkward. I hope we never need to experience things like that. Grace is special. Indeed, her extreme obsession surely contributes to her extraordinary accomplishments. She's already the tech director of Belobog Industries at such a young age. She's indeed a genius mechanic. Her commission isn't over yet. Let's work with her when she's made progress in her research. In the meantime, we can attend to other matters first. No. We're just going straight into it. Fresh Fairy. I want to collect. Ooh, excuse me. I was trying to stop it, but I failed. I failed to stop the sneeze. Oh, which reminds me, oh no, actually. Never mind. One day after accepting Grace's commission in a parking lot of Random Play Video Store on 6th Street, Janice quartered New Eridu. Today's the day for an important family event, repairing the business car. In truth, only one of the siblings is actually repairing while the other is resting. Attention, you have received an email from Grace Howard, the head technician at Belobog Industries. AI, pausing the music for car repairs to broadcast the content of the email. Wise, Belle, this is Grace. Are you two free by any chance? I've already extracted enough data from the logic core. We're now ready for the next phase. I need your help with something, but this time it's kinda special. I don't need Faith to make an appearance, just you two. If you're free, we can meet up at the old spot, Branch Street construction site. Email ends. Drafting reply. I think I'll pass. Today is an important day. We need to repair our car. See you next time. Please say send if you wish to send this reply. Let's go to Branch Street construction site.
you two. You're quick. What about the little one?
We didn't bring Eos because we're not heading into any hollows. We let it rest during these types of commissions.
Too bad. If I'd known, I'd have come up with an excuse to make you bring him along.
Not even trying to hide your actual goal, are you?
Good kid. Don't worry, these two aren't the bad guys.
The logic core that was awakened last time. Have you tried booting it up? Any issues?
Don't worry, it's only partially booted for now. After the last troubleshooting session, I've managed to fully filter out the data and divert control of basic functions away from the dangerous infected data. Now I just have to wipe any sensitive data left behind regarding the prototype, and it'll be ready for the delivery to 3 Gates.
Barry, can you help with clearing the sensitive data?
Negative. All logic cores that pass the forbidden fruit test, i.e., the core systems of AI-enabled machinery, are incompatible with my protocols. Forced intervention can have unforeseen consequences. Also, I prefer not to interact with ether-corrupted data.
It's rare to see her retreat from a request like this. Fairy, why would you refuse to access data corrupted by ether?
I've prepared 10 disgusting metaphors to explain it to you. Which would you like to hear first? Note, human tolerance is limited to about 10 on the disgust scale.
What's the score of the least disgusting one?
11.
How about we get back to the commission?
This commission doesn't require your faith in disguise. You two alone can handle it. I'm gonna debug this kid's cognitive command system. Only a few basic protocols are needed to set up a link between commands and its behavior. Put simply, I'll issue commands like go left, go right, touch this, touch that, and you'll need to follow my instructions in front of it so that it understands the connection between the commands and the actions. Once cognition is established, act out the commands from the kid to help solidify it. It's like teaching a toddler how to crawl or stand up. Got it? I'll run some system tests on this baby first. Just let me know when you're ready to go.
Step 1 for cognitive tuning is to calibrate command functions for this child to make sure he's receiving accurate commands. Basically, all you have to do is touch either a wooden box or a metal bucket, and he'll recognize the item and then send a corresponding signal back to my control terminal. The child agreed to return a red signal when a box is detected and a green signal for a bucket. That's even more straightforward than I thought. You know, the most complicated systems often start with the simplest intentions. Now your turn, just touch the box or the bucket. The box or the bucket? Oh, okay. Box? This wooden box is built like a tank, typical Bellabog industry style. The signal should be red. Excuse me, that's my good kid. Green. A tall steel bucket that feels thick and sturdy to the touch. Bucket, so the signal should be green. Exactly. Great work, my child. Initial calibration is complete. It's a great start, but today's class isn't over yet. It's now time for some basic testing of the logic function. Just follow the sequence we agreed on. Red, green, red, green. What kind of strange thing is that? Now you've got to touch the box or bucket in a certain order so the kid can tell if you're following the rules. Signal recognition, forming cognition, building rules, and executing judgment. That's the red, green, green deal. Third turn proxy, red, green, red, green. Red, green. Why is it just watching? Red. Red. Green. Red, green, red, green. That's right. Completely correct.
Great job! Well done! The cognitive commands have been recorded with precision. My only regret is that my little cutie Eos couldn't make it here today. The whole point of setting up this scheduled maintenance was an excuse to see that roly-poly kiddo running around.
No wonder you've been bossing me around all day.
All right, the controls have been sufficiently calibrated. Now I'll perform a full reboot to test the effects.
A full reboot, huh? Hope it's not going to lose control again.
No problem. I'm fully prepared. I've dismissed all the onlookers and kept the kids' fuel to a minimum. And Bellabog Industries has updated their health insurance recently. You have accident coverage, right?
Why am I not feeling reassured? You seem fully prepared for things to go wrong.
Don't worry, I'm a professional technician, and I've got everything under control. Let's get started. Very well. The control system permissions are operational. Let's start the first cognitive command test. Go 5 meters forward. Command unfulfilled. Repeating command. Go 5 meters forward. That's strange. Why isn't it following my commands? Unless it really is broken?
Danger! Belle, get behind me!
The battery in my control panel is dead. No wonder this kid's been so quiet. It wasn't ignoring my commands. It couldn't receive them. False alarm.
I propose that we ban Grace from ever touching Eos again.
Agreed. And all the other bang boo at home.
I need to get a backup power supply. Keep an eye on this kid for me, would ya? Its cognition systems are still fragile, so don't provoke it. And don't let anyone get close to it, including yourselves.
I have to get back to the store for a moment. Be careful, okay, Belle?
The test site is a mess. Let's help Grace tidy things up while we're here. Move the box. That wooden box is sure sturdy and looks pretty heavy. Moving it turns out to be a workout. Move the box. After some effort, they are successfully moved. Now I guess the bucket. After moving this bucket is even more challenging. Move the bucket. It is a bit harder than you expected. You need to include more physical activity alongside gaming and work. That's actually true. Beep, beep. That sound, is it the heavy machine base? Let's go check. Wait, but we're getting close to it. Grace said not to. Okay.
Don't panic. The cognitive unit hasn't received any input commands for a while, so the machine's just running a system diagnostic.
Betty? What are you doing here?
Have we met? How do you know me?
Grace told me about you.
I see. So you're the Iron Witch's apprentice, aren't you? Which is why you're keeping guard here. Why is the system diagnostic showing such a strong likelihood of startup? Could it be...
Hold on, Betty! Grace said it'd be dangerous for outsiders to get too close!
Outsiders? Pff, I'm an expert technician. Her machines usually have a soft reset button placed at the back. If I'm able to get there, I can... Oh, no need to be so paranoid, you scrap heap. I am here to save you. I knew it. There was a repeat air loop during the self-diagnostic. Onboard memory was getting sapped, so a soft reboot did the trick. It's all 'cause of her. Insisting on the stupid logic core is what has caused the problem.
Logic core? What's wrong with it?
The logic core is a precious technological breakthrough that grants mechanical creations the ability to have independent consciousness, potentially even enlightening a machine enough to pass the forbidden fruit test and be truly endowed the soul of an individual. However, this kind of technology is not required for production tools like industrial machines. I admit that the efficiency and work capacity of Belobog's heavy machinery are superb, but the cost of production and maintenance is going to be out of this world. Unfortunately, buyers on the market love pursuing these unnecessary and uncontrollable gold-plated features, so the industries followed suit and started researching personality tools. Let me ask you, if you want to make an axe that chops wood faster, will you equip it with jet thrusters, AI systems, and a voice that yells at you, "Master, Master," every time you poke it?
Sounds a little bit much.
Listen up, apprentice. Tools are just tools. Their value lies in being easy to get, easy to use, and easy to replace. Use them while they're good, and chuck them out once they're broken. Personifying or putting them before humans is heresy. And that's exactly the type of person your teacher is. She's mastered new applications for personified operating systems, and in doing so, has grown contemptuous of humanity. She's just a weirdo obsessed with tools who gets things backwards. Okay. Huh? How is it moving again? Hang on. Stop right now. I was being careless just now, not hostile.
Ah! Abort startup. Huh. That was a close one, but luckily I caught it. Didn't I say not to provoke this kid? Betty, what are you doing here?
Yeah, nothing. Just here to inform you. Three Gates Corp has officially recognized my company's application for tech cooperation. And, well, only one of us will be granted resource support on the evaluation day. Be forewarned, Grace.
I see. Well, thanks so much for passing on the message. If there's nothing else, I'll keep tweaking my little problem child, okay? Oh, yeah. And as for you, thanks for your support today. I'll give you a call when I need a hand next time. You can head off now.
See that? Something might have happened just now, but she clearly cared more about the machine than her own apprentice. That's the cold iron witch I know. But it's fine. I'll soon let her know to never take people lightly.
But she was totally hacking into the system, or the machine, wasn't she? Based off that last bit of text at the end. Grace, what are you saying? I see you're still here. Thanks to your hard work, our collaboration this time went smoothly. Betty left so soon, I didn't even get the chance to apologize to her. What should we do next? Are you talking about the commission? Let me finish checking this kid's cognition system first. If everything goes well, I should have enough to compile a valid copy of research data. As long as the quality meets the standards of Three Gates, the commission will be deemed complete. I may contact you again before the press conference of the deal to make sure everything's okay. After that, it will be time to settle the commission fees. May I get back to calibrating this kid if there's nothing else? See you, Grace. Wait, so was that text just letting us know that nobody realized it? I'm assuming, because I'm pretty sure if Belle at least had heard it, then she would have said something to Grace. Or actually, I'm surprised not even, because it said it was said like out loud in a way, but no one noticed it, right? So I'm kind of surprised that even Fairy wasn't able to pick it up. Maybe I'm just looking too much into it. Welcome back, Belle. You seem to have something to say. Did anything happen? Tell your sibling what happened. So Betty and Grace had an argument over their differing views on machines. It's a shame I wasn't there to witness it. According to Grace, she might contact us again before the press conference. That should be the last contact unless something unexpected crops up. After that, we can settle the commission fees. I have to admit, I'm itching to know more. We should definitely dig into Grace's past when the opportunity comes knocking. I'll keep an eye on the group chat. While we wait for Grace's message, you can get back to your daily task. Thanks for your hard work. Alright, so it really does seem that nobody did notice, and that was just the game letting the player know that no one noticed it. Okay, good to know. That's electric, I see. I guess it doesn't necessarily matter who I bring, right? One day after you help Grace adjust the machines, you unexpectedly see a familiar figure on 6th Street. It's Grace's competitor, Betty Brenda. What's she doing here? You need to share this news with your sibling. Huh? What's Betty doing here? Street CCTV images retrieved. She appeared to be talking to an officer, and judging by her body language, 1, they were engaged in a heated discussion, and 2, they were quietly arguing. Suggestion: to better complete Grace Howard's commission, Master should learn more about this conversation. Barry, what's your goal here? I just really want to know. AI has the right to gossip too. I'm with Fairy on this one. Go listen in, Belle. She thinks you're Grace's apprentice anyway, so there won't be any trouble. Okay, I need to know what's happening, even if it's just for the sake of gossiping with my sibling. We're just really gonna walk over here? Hey, what's up? I can make sure the meeting point is safe. How many times do I have to repeat this? Are you Grace's apprentice? What are you doing here? One sec. So what brings you here? Does the Iron Witch have a message for me? Oh, I just want to say hi. You got way better manners than your master. Fine, there's actually no better time for you to be here than now. I happen to have a message for your master. She's already lost the bid. What? I've completed my research and already submitted the results to 3 gates for review. We'll soon hold a presentation to demonstrate my results. I'm the first to hit the target. Go back and tell your master she's welcome to attend the presentation. I'll post the address on the Knock Knock business channel. Please make sure she checks it. Our long-time rivalry is finally coming to an end. Don't let your master run away from the ending. Please tell her what I said. See you soon. Betty turns and leaves as soon as she finishes speaking. Huh. It's because she stole the data, right? So she was able to basically turn in before Grace. Interesting. Well, what's gonna happen now? But at the same time, Grace wasn't done fixing or debugging. You're finally back. Here, have some water and tell me everything you know. You won't believe this. You share Betty's message with your family. That's unexpected. Not only did Betty complete the technical research early, she's also inviting her rival to her presentation. Awesome. I can't wait to see them bite each other's heads off. Well, Barry, please don't speak like those netizens on internet. And Belle, we should text Grace and tell her about it right away. Grace, are you in? I'm not here. How are you replying to me then? Quit fiddling around with those children of yours. We've got some key intel for you. Betty said she's achieved a technical milestone. Sure. She bragged about how she's going to win the bid, and she's put together a meet and greet with the 3 Gates reps. She asked Belle to get you to attend too. The address is in the Knock Knock business channel. What does the second one say? Check out the news about the tech co-op. I'm going to start with the beginning one. Hang on, let me see. Somewhat strange. What's that? The address for this meet and greet, it's inside a hollow. Huh? Inside a hollow? Yeah, a companion hollow off the Lemnian Hollow. It's an old construction site. I'm guessing Betty's technical milestone has to do with the modded Guardian mech of hers. Maybe she's meeting those reps inside the hollow to give a demonstration of its firepower. One of the 3 departments from Three Gates Corps is military. If the tech cooperation is based around military tech, that makes sense. Want to go to the meet and greet, Grace? It's up to you. Oh, let me finish reading. Yeah, let's go take a look. It'll be a big loss for Belobog to miss out on this bid. Knowing your enemy isn't always the worst thing. Besides, we can check out this new tech in action. But I count on you two for navigation. Let me know when you're ready. I'm ready whenever. Sure. I guess we just go straight to the HDD. This is part 3, right? Part 2 just felt like a cutscene, so I'm kind of just like...
I only handle
wondering
technical matters.
why...
Touch ready for combat.
We'll just do that, just so we can have more electric. We'll just have a debuffer and a stunner. Perfectly fine. I don't think there's an electric DPS, no? I think that's because it's supposed to be Miyabi, if you guys remember who she is.
You're too slow, Iron Witch.
Betty!
I'm already warmed up. Introducing the new tactical mech, upgraded for CoreLogic OS, Witch Hunter Alpha. Come on, demonstrate your might to our guests. Commence offensive maneuvers at 6 o'clock and 9 o'clock.
Following orders.
What?
It seems similar to that mech Grace was debugging.
Oh, what's wrong, Grace? Hard to believe the personality OS you were so proud of has been replicated by someone like me. A cheaper, more productive, and easier to deploy modular personality OS! The maintenance costs are half what you pay. There are none of the whole stability or personality disorder risks you fretted about. Didn't the market applaud your tech patents? They'd always say only someone who loves tech as much as Grace could achieve this. The cold and withdrawn Iron Witch, a weirdo who treats machines like people. This black magic you've been researching for so long, cracked just like that by me.
Ooh.
Task complete. I suggest switching to auto defense mode. Is that okay, Master?
Go ahead.
Its intelligence system is crude, but I like its gumption. Approximately 1/1,000th as professional as me.
Enough, Fairy. Don't add fuel to the fire. Belle, how is Grace doing?
Grace, are you okay?
That voice is so lovely!
She gave in so easily. But somehow, I'm not surprised at all.
It responded to the voice command and executed the instructions without any redundant movements, and the steering mechanism's brake nozzle is gorgeous. It only listed one default command when recommending actions, and still so immature. I love it!
Oh, enjoying it? Why are you admiring your rival's work?
This kid looks really good.
Grace, don't put your foot in your mouth. It's your rival's mech.
Yes, I don't like it yet. You claim to have replicated Belobog Industries' patent, but I won't buy it just like that. I'll believe it when I see this kid show us a little more. Show it to me. Right here, right now. Best if you let me take it apart myself so I can see better.
This is getting weirder and weirder.
Why would I let my rival disassemble my work? But, well, you do have a point. I'll have Witch Hunter Alpha accompany you to demonstrate the difference in technological achievements. I've uploaded the coordinates of Three Gates' meeting place to Witch Hunter Alpha's memory. Enjoy its company and appreciate its skills along the way.
Really? Thanks. But this doesn't mean I concede.
I'm starting to worry she might side with the enemy.
This is the meeting point Betty mentioned. I didn't expect this kind of company. Prepare for combat. Let's go.
Oh, we're just going? I guess so. Well, if she disassembles it, and if it was based off whatever Grace was working on with the logic core and the prototype, since most likely she extracted data from it, if I'm assuming correctly. If she were to break it apart, she would realize it. Oh.
Out of the way.
The guy in the back got hit. It's hilarious. Oh, I thought... Then why did we stop on this floor? We could have just went up. There we go. If you guys didn't notice, I like to group them up so I can just hit them at the same time. Oh, that was on me.
Move it. Last power test.
I didn't expect that to finish him off, to be honest.
I hope nothing happens when the 3 Gates reps arrive.
Betty proudly showcases her masterpiece. Following her command, an enhanced mech named Witch Hunter Alpha dutifully takes its position, guarding Grace. Okay. Upon hearing your warning, the proud mechanic burst into laughter. These small-time ethereals are no match for my almighty Witch Hunter Alpha. Okay. Betty points to a specific location. This is where I'm scheduled to meet the people from 3 Gates Core. I'll allow Witch Hunter Alpha to accompany you there. Betty is smiling confidently. Sure.
Alright, Witch Hunter Alpha, enable escort mode. Take out the ethereals up ahead first.
Orders received. Suppressing with force. No valid targets remaining.
That was fast and so accurate.
Don't praise your rival.
I am just getting started.
Well, dang.
Warning. Units with high ether activity detected ahead. They are likely strong enemies. A direct confrontation is not suggested. Scanning for a suitable detour.
High-risk ethereal sludge. Commencing annihilation.
It just sped off.
Incredible! Such a powerful hit!
Witch Hunter Alpha suddenly speaks with a smooth, synthesized mechanical voice, seeking your evaluation on whether its actions align with the escort requirements.
Feedback saved to data table.
Detour route cancelled.
I don't know if it matters, but I just, you know, it's the rivals mech, so we can't talk, we can't praise it.
Warning. The area ahead contains many unfinished buildings. The path forward is blocked. Strategy modification is required. Scanning for a suitable detour.
Is it trying to force its way through?
Now, that's surprising.
Surprising because it wasn't given an order, maybe?
Everybody hear me? I've decided to give you a special demonstration of the long-range firepower of Witch Hunter Alpha. The personalized operating system I built is more precise than your version, Grace. You can command it effortlessly. Witch Hunter Alpha, destroy hostile units ahead! Open fire!
Target locked. Awaiting orders. Catapult. Guided missile launched.
Huh? Admit.
No. It's still... So you could tell, right? Now, correct. It can identify the best target to strike.
Interesting.
We're here. Good timing. The 3 Gates reps and public security will arrive shortly. How about it, Grace? Willing to admit defeat?
I'm willing to admit this kid is indeed a superior mech, with strong firepower, good mobility, and responsive controls. A weapon well suited for mass production. When I first encountered it a few days back, it didn't have the personality OS installed. I never expected our patent to be reverse engineered to such an extent in such little time.
I finally got to see the day that Grace admits defeat! Ho-ho!
Not just yet. I have a question to ask you first.
Ask away.
It's not a question for you. It's for the kid.
What?
Witch Hunter Alpha. How high should the driver's seat be set?
I'll have neither a cockpit nor a seat. Your question does not make any sense.
What if you were to suggest a seat height? What would it be?
Nothing over 140 centimeters.
Seat height? What kind of question is that?
Betty, shut down Witch Hunter Alpha right now, or uninstall the Personality OS. We need to take it out of the holo ASAP.
What nonsense!
I have no idea how you've gotten your hands on it, but I'm certain your Personality OS is plagiarized from the data frame I've deployed in our prototype.
Oh. Hey, no need for such ugly accusations. Resorting to this all because you can't admit failure? Just because you asked a useless question, you're now accusing me of plagiarism?
140 centimeters. That was Koleda's height back then.
Huh?
The former president of Belobog Industries, Koleda's father, and my mentor, Horse. When he finalized his prototype, he calibrated a specific seat height so that his daughter could pilot it from the get-go. That height was directly embedded into the logic core. On the way here, I realized Witch Hunter Alpha's thinking patterns were similar to those of our kids. I was suspicious if you used the same data framework. The answer to this question has finally convinced me. Only our prototype, a Belobog Industries mech, could know this by default, because my sweet pea gets mad if the seat is set too high.
How did... You and your venomous slander! That's just a coincidence!
You know deep in your heart it's not. Listen to me, buddy. The logic core data from the prototype hasn't had comprehensive troubleshooting yet. There's still lots of corrupted data that needs stripping away. Using a copied framework means it's also contaminated with corrupted data. And we've already been inside the hollow for over 2 hours. This kid is at risk of losing control at any second.
Why would... No way, you're lying. I won't be tricked.
Really? Still not giving up. Fine. Here's another task for Witch Hunter Alpha then. Translate this. Red, green, red, red, green.
Red? Green? Now what are you up to?
Box, bucket. Box, box, bucket.
Huh? How are you speaking in unison?
Because this is the cognitive command code I installed when I debugged my kid. Wake up, Betty. Turn off Witch Hunter Alpha right now.
You can tell it's plagiarized because she copied all the errors over too.
Warning. Hostile behavior detected. Initiating self-defense mode.
Ha! I know you're just bluffing. Go, Witch Hunter Alpha. Get rid of this trickster witch. Oh, huh?
Betty, watch out!
Hostile targets locked. Commencing pursuit.
Proxy, let's go after it!
What's going on? Witch Hunter Alpha, stop!
It's lost control. After it!
Right on cue. It goes out of control when she said so. That it was gonna happen. Not only that, it was obvious Grace was gonna find out. But that's one hell of a way to confirm it. The fact that there was a code embedded into it based off for Kaleda. Not only that, the red green, red red green. As if she thought Grace wasn't gonna find out though.
It's just a simple mistake, a little hiccup.
That child is your heart and soul, right? Hurry up!
The majority of it, yes. The logic core, no. Where is it? I don't need it, but I'll take it. I'll just keep taking it. Sure.
It's that guided missile.
Has it stopped?
I see a bank.
I've updated the target for the guidance module. You're just a machine. You dare defy me? This is your... What? It dodged it?
There was a bang boo down here. See that? Oh.
Witch Hunter Alpha, enough now! Do as I say! Stop!
We were collateral damage there. We went after the ethereal and we were right behind it. I just realized we didn't even get a actual cutscene with Grace yet, didn't we? It might be after this. There's a lot of them. Okay.
You rang? Grab a couple more.
I thought I was gonna get hit for sure.
Clear out.
Is this the final part? Most likely, right?
Okay. Sharknami.
Oops, wrong. I was gonna do Grace's, but
Standing by.
No! Why won't you? Don't lose your head. Just get after it.
or we're not done yet. He just, I guess, punched the ethereal or something to us.
Warning. Increase in engine output detected.
Very well then. You forced my hand. Now, set the explosives along its current trajectory.
Go down! It's still moving. Why?
Why? It's cause this is karma, basically. This is karma. This is your fault for not admitting it and not listening. Because you wanted to hang on to your pride.
Warning. Fire control system and onboard weapons have been damaged. Entering attack mode.
The target's hull has been damaged. Ether activity is steadily increasing.
That's no good. We're not doing enough damage to stop it.
Oh gosh, how could this happen?
Betty, what now? Any contingency strategies?
You're asking me?
Of course I'm asking you. You're that child's mechanic. You know it inside and out. Think about how to solve this problem.
The logic core is already corrupted. I can't command it.
Pull yourself together. Now's not the time to be pessimistic.
Careful. That mech's attacks are growing in intensity.
Are there any software vulnerabilities we can exploit? Any hardware damage? Contingency protocols? Module defects? Think! Quick!
Run.
What's that?
Run! Just run! I admit it. I plagiarized your data framework. I just built a simulation layer over the top of the base structure. I don't know how to deal with this situation. Let's run. Our weapons aren't enough to deal with it, and it will only get more dangerous as it corrupts.
So, what about your mission, then? What about the 3 Gates reps?
I'll explain things to them and let this crazy piece of metal fend for itself. And we can still call up the HIA to come take care of it.
What kind of joke is that?
Ah!
I've never heard Grace roar like that. So scary.
Why can't we run away? Anyone with common sense would do the same. We're facing an experimental weapon that's out of control, and our only control tool is broken. That's it. Let's leave things up to public security or the HIA. It's totally reasonable. I know what you're thinking. You just won't give up on that mech. You want to save it like it's a person, but this obsession with machinery is fanaticism. Why are you making me stay with you?
Enough with all your nonsense. Leaving problems behind for someone else to handle. You're just shirking your obligations. You're that child's mechanic. It's your responsibility to deal with it. Run away? Have you thought about how many other people would be risking their lives because you neglected your duty?
I don't know what to do.
Hand over the control panel.
Huh? What are you gonna do?
Take back control.
Take back control of the logic core while it's being corrupted by ether? How?
You said that you only built an emulated control layer, right? If the central control system and mech command are carried through the emulated control layer instead of direct authorization from the logic core, then there's still a chance.
But that'll be almost impossible unless some magic happens.
Frosty Cold Iron Witch.
Huh?
Isn't that the name you've been mocking me with? If you need some magic, don't you need a witch on your side?
That wasn't the cutscene I was looking for. I meant an actual cutscene. But dang. When she yelled at her, that was surprising.
Pinch your maneuver. Thanks for your business.
Like, we've seen her upset and all that, but never that mad. Like, we saw her with her argument with Kaleda, right? But it wasn't like that. Probably also because she was Kaleda. And, you know, she cares about her, so it makes sense. But dang. She's not wrong, though. Whatever Grace said. All valid. All valid. She was on the mark with everything she said.
Confirmed.
Crazy or not. It's the truth.
Move it. Copy that. Clear out. Roger.
I just want to build up her bar.
Move it.
Well.
Copy that. Clear out. Standing by.
I heard it.
Watch
Someone.
Pinch your maneuver.
Is that the mech behind it? I guess.
Blast power test.
Oh, I guess.
Be gone.
Oh, come on.
Max potential energy. Its main control system's damaged. Now's the time. Betty, give me the control panel.
What? Here.
Cut autonomous order percentage. Switch permissions to G44. Ceasefire control radar module. Change power distribution to manual. Restart energy pump. Too slow.
Its logic core is out of control. We won't make it.
Is the soft reboot button in the middle of its frame?
Yeah. Wait, you want to try a manual reboot? Are you out of your mind?
Isolate and disable weapons.
It's done. Huh?
Right here.
Oh dear. What?
What a good kid. Welcome back. Yikes! I never expected those PubSec agents to come so fast. I didn't get a chance to appreciate that kid's insulation coat as much as I would have liked. What a texture, despite all the battle damage.
Grace, you're awesome!
Looks like Grace isn't a machine maniac with the screw loose. Her wealth of professional expertise just shows in unconventional ways.
Hey, that was rude. Do you think it's easy being a corporate technician like me? Especially considering how young I am. As an apology, I'll let you give me this cute little thing to pet. I mean, research for a few days.
Here's your reward. Go on, Eos. She won't hurt you.
Betty. Betty Brenda!
If you want to laugh at me, be my guest. I've got nothing to say.
Great job constructing that emulated control layer.
Huh?
The voice print conversion command was so good I almost got fooled. Even though the incomplete data framework caused lots of operational errors and low efficiency, there's still lots of room for improvement. If you're interested in Personality OS research, I can give you some sample data from our prototype. Of course, you'll have to wait until your suspension is over and you've regained your mechanics license.
I lost. Completely, thoroughly. Good luck with your technical collaboration, Grace Howard.
What a gentle witch.
Proxy, have you heard of horsepower as a unit of measurement? It indicates how many horses would be required for an equivalent output of force. Industrial machinery usually has a horsepower of several hundred or several thousand. Don't you think this is a real boon for horses? Because these machines end up saving hundreds of them from the pain of manual labor. People are just the same. An industrial machine can save dozens of engineer teams from hollow-related danger, and a tactical mech can save several combat squads from having to face ethereals. And me? Actually, I can't say that I simply love machinery. All I'm infatuated with is the prospect of saving humans from getting ruined inside the hollows, and sparing their families all the suffering and grief. I may have destroyed many times the machines that my peers, indirectly or otherwise, have. So that's really why I'm a witch, you know? Even if it makes me cry out in sorrow, I still have to send these kids out there to face fatal threats. But if there were more witches like me in New Eridu's future, just a few more people willing to care for these machines and shed tears for their sacrifices, well, maybe these kids would be more willing to forgive us for what we expect of them.
Now we've finally wrapped up Grace's commission. I should take Eos back to the shop and take a break. Oh, I thought he was going to stay here for a few days. Well, I would assume, since they're not explaining it, or haven't explained it, what happened with her and how she managed to do it, was that I guess she, last second, either her foot got loose from her shoe, because he was most likely, well, the grip was like, plus her foot came out of the shoe, or she wiggled her way out of the shoe. That was the only way. And right before he shot, or probably right at the moment, when she got loose from the shoe, she just pulled the switch down. That's at least what I'm assuming, because they're not explaining it. It's just pretty much how it looks like. The commission is completed successfully. You've done great, Belle. You too. What? We don't often get to see such a cool side of Grace. Turns out Frosty Cold Iron Witch isn't a degrading nickname, but an honorable title. Also, no one gets injured in the end. That's a relief. Indeed. Belle, I'm curious about what you think. Should tools be just tools? Can we get attached to them? If we are nice to them so that'll be easier for us to give up on them later, does that make us kind of heartless? I mean, isn't that... This is a weird question. Because if we look at it like in our, in our own perspective, I mean, we're talking like computers and all of that stuff. We don't necessarily talk to them or anything. But we do take care of them to a certain extent, but it's not like, hey. I'm gonna just go with, I mean, Betty's not wrong, but I guess in their world, I'll just go with Grace. Really? I kind of had a hunch you would think that way. Anyway, this commission has finally come to an end smoothly. Let's just get some rest and get back to our routine. Take a break. Or technically finish. So I probably just realized this now because I'm just mentioning it, but it seems like each of these has had to happen after we had interacted or worked with them in the main story. From what it seems like. Because obviously, Nekomato was given most likely after chapter 2. This one after chapter 3 because it was about Bellabog. And we got Kaleda chapter 3, chapter 2. This one we got somewhere in the middle of chapter 3. Or was it chapter 2 intermission? One of those. And then after these two after chapter 3. So next video we will be doing Kaleda Schoolyard Powerhouse. Based on the picture here, I don't know. Looks like last year's wish was the pineapple bun, and this year's is to grow taller. What? I don't know. This just looks like it's from her when she was younger, probably before. I don't know. We're gonna figure out in the next video. But with that being said, guys, that is gonna be the end of this video. If you guys didn't make it this far, I do want to say thank you. If you guys can, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below, and let me know what you guys thought of Grace's agent story. As I say commission, but pretty much the same thing. My personal thoughts, I liked it. I mean, it was way more straightforward, but I think, yeah, it was way more straightforward. Nothing really too complicated. I mean, the second part was mainly just that big cutscene where Betty took the core logic data and doing the whole testing. So a good chunk of this was pretty much cutscene. I mean, most of them are pretty much cutscene, but I mean, we didn't necessarily do much, I guess. I don't know, but let me know what you guys thought of the story itself, and also anything else you want to talk about or say in the comments. But other than that, guys, thank you once again, and as always, I'll see you on the next one. Peace.